Tell our audience how you went from star athlete to producing and hosting podcasts. That sounds like a non sequitur.
Well, I was too short to go pro, but I enjoyed my time as an athlete and was a boxer for a period of time and all that kind of stuff. And then I went into the restaurant business and restaurant sales, and I may be the only chicken salesman you've ever met.
Tell me more about the chicken.
I worked for a company at Siloam Springs, Arkansas, and
Mhm.
we talked and we had it was a vertically integrated chicken company, and I went traveled the country and sold chicken products to large restaurants and TGI Fridays and Old Spaghetti Factory and a bunch of them, and there was a point in time, David, when I thought to myself, why am I really here? What am I? What's my mission? What am I? There's got to be more to it than what I've been told. I had the house, had the dog, had the cat, had the wife, and had the kids. They're all gone now, but I really wanted to understand why I was really here. And one thing led to another, and I got back into radio, which I'd done in college years before. I love it. I just can't stop doing it. It's kind of like a bag of potato chips.
Now, I've got to sneak in here a little quick mini question. Okay, you listed the wife after the cat and the dog. Is that why she's no longer there?
Well, I had to bury all three of them in the backyard. No, I'm kidding.
Oh,
The FBI don't come see me, but but no, she decided that there were greener pastures elsewhere. If you
okay. Well, we won't get too far down that trail. By the way, I have worked with a company in Houston as an attorney that took boxes of chicken and took the skin and the bones out of the parts and then delivered smaller boxes to restaurants for immediate use.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, so it was very interesting. I actually was in their production room, which was a refrigerated chamber where people stood in a line and did the work. They had an interesting problem. They put the skin and the bones in big 55-gallon drums, and they were picked up twice a week. One day, the truck picking up the waste dumped one of the barrels in the middle of the street. So the people did the logical thing. They went out, scooped up the waste, put it back in the bucket, put the bucket back in the waiting for the next pickup truck. And then they rinsed down the street because chicken stuff is slippery. It could cause a car accident. Do you know that the city filed a criminal complaint against them for washing the street?
You're
That
kidding.
they washed the chicken's waste into the gutter. So I do not do criminal law, so I had to refer them to another attorney to represent them. So they paid a $500 fine and kept on boogieing. And today that is, because it was here in the urban area of the historic Houston Heights, that is now a a high-end housing project. Chicken parts production has now been moved out to the woods somewhere.
Well, somebody had way too much time on their hands.
Yeah, well, there was a neighbor who didn't like the fact that he had bought a house next to the chicken factory. And you know what? The chicken factory had been there since the 1920s.
He probably should have fired his real estate agent and got another one because they could
Hey,
have told him you're going to have chicken parts next to you.
absolutely.